cracking, everybody? It's your boy.
Hey,
What's cracking, everybody? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. Shit, we back with another episode of What's the Word on the realest fucking platform on YouTube, American Cholo. You already know I got my boys by my side today, man. My boy Ronnie, my homie Philosopher in the building. What's up with y'all boys, man? How's your day going?
What's up, homies?
Shit, bro.
How's
Just
your
trying
day?
to stay dry, dog.
That fool Frank's a lame for not coming, dog.
Yeah, it's too much water outside.
He saw the
Hey,
weather
the fucking
forecast.
what's up with that rain, dog? Just fucking out of nowhere and shit, fool.
Oh yeah, literally. Yeah. California drought. Where?
They just turned on the fucking weather machine, my boy.
Yeah, straight up heart.
Damn, I mean, I feel like we shouldn't be in a drought for a while, right? I mean,
should be
fuck,
straight.
we've been getting water for like the past fucking month, 2 months, dog.
Yeah, just whenever too.
Yeah, fuck. Hey, yo, Chris, can you turn the music down, please? Thank
Por
you.
favor, gracias.
Fucking, but yeah, dog, fucking, the rain came out of nowhere. I felt like this morning it was, pretty sunny and shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a good day. It was a good day regardless, but I feel like the rain lately's been just kind of
It's weird.
shit up.
You know, it's a trip, bro. I don't know if you remember, like 3-4 days ago, it rained, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude, I went to go pick my little brother up. He works at Starbucks, right? So I go to pick him up. It's like fucking 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I get in my car. I look up, bro. I swear to God, it's like bright blue sunny day, clear as fuck. The Starbucks he works at is dead ass like a 3-minute drive, dog. By the time I get there, it starts raining and the sky is completely gray. Like you didn't even see fucking clouds coming on the horizon. Nothing. It was just like somebody turned the cloud switch on, dog.
Damn.
Yeah,
what
it
the
was
fuck?
weird.
Yeah, that was. I believe that was Saturday, right?
I think
Was
so.
it
Yeah,
Saturday?
yeah.
Yeah. We caught a little bit of rain on Saturday too out there. Like towards the night though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was like later. But man, dog, let's get into some topics. We like to talk about sports here, but ain't too much shit happening or going on with sports. NBA still kind of like in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
But obviously we're fans of two teams here, and that's the Clippers and the Lakers. Clippers sitting in 4th place right now, man. We gotta turn it up though. I don't know what the fuck has been going on these last few games. The Lakers are currently sitting in 9th place,
Damn.
which still kind of puts them in the new playoff picture now, I guess.
Oh, right.
They got that little fucking in play tournament and shit for the playoffs now too. But Lakers are looking solid. I think they look better sometimes without LeBron and AD on the court. Just kind of everybody else just gets involved.
AD's trash, fool.
I don't know. AD is pretty. I mean, he's just a glass house, dog. He's super fragile.
Yeah.
And then you never know when he's gonna want to play good or not.
Yeah.
Realistically, And then LeBron just doesn't. I feel like LeBron doesn't have enough help sometimes. I feel like. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's got a solid squad, bro. But it's nothing compared to like the teams LeBron's used to being on, bro. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for the playoffs, dog. I'm excited for the Clippers, dog. I feel like we finna do some dope shit this year. Hopefully, I've been saying that for a minute, but hopefully this is
Probably
season.
not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
And then baseball, spring training, bro. Spring training fucking cracked off. Dodgers. Otani's already hitting bombs, fool.
It's my boy.
I seen a couple.
Atmosphere, fool.
I seen a couple videos. That fool's just fucking smacking him out the fucking park and shit. But yeah, we're gonna see what's up with that. I mean, realistically, as an Angel fan, I'm not really looking forward to my season, dog. But we'll see what Otani can do with the Dodgers. But what's up? Is anything cracking with UFC this past weekend? I know I'm not really tapped in with UFC too much, but I know you are and shit.
No, not really. The weekend before there was another fight. I didn't even get to watch him, man, but I just saw highlights. There's a dude, Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega is like a really good fighter, right? Real young dude who's kind of like a phenom. Mainly a grappler, but he's got some nice hands, some pretty good defense wrestling. He hadn't really fought in a while, but he just had a fight, man. It apparently starched the fools. It was supposed to be pretty nice, but I don't know if you guys saw it, like the Dana White's setting up in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably the most relevant thing popping right now. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I think that's a pretty good like demographic that probably should have been tapped into a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, it looks like they're gonna make a move down there. They're building a whole facility, trying to start tapping into that market a bit, that culture. So it'll probably pay off pretty well. Right now, there's a bunch of Mexican fighters are fucking killing it in the UFC
The
right
homie
now.
Fur.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. And you know what's crazy? Was the fool that just had the belt? I can't remember his name. Young Mexican kid. He's like 22, 23. Young ass Latino dude, bro. Real nice though. But there's like four fucking. So in the UFC for like a cool minute, everybody was underneath like the Conor McGregor spell. You know what I mean? And kind of dick riding for a very long time. And then you had all these fucking Dagestani guys come up out of nowhere, like your Khabibs, your Islams, your Zabits, all these fucking doggy dudes, bro. They just came up in a team and fucking starched every division, right? If you really pay attention, every fucking division, these Dagestani dudes came up, and there's one guy in every fucking division just killing it.
Yeah.
And they've kind of just held that as like a nation for a cool ass minute for whatever reason. And now this last year, like kind of ironically, at the same time they see like Mexican culture tapping in all these different places and kind of killing it. And the UFC, bro, you've got a bunch of Mexican fighters that came up and just started fucking everybody up out of nowhere, dog.
Yeah, I believe like what was it 2 weekends ago? They had the Mexico City event, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got to watch some of those fights, bro, and it was cool. If I'm not mistaken, there was a Mexican fighter on like fighting in on the card.
Yep.
Every fight with at least one Mexican.
There
right?
was like 4 or 5 fucking Mexican fighters. Did you guys see the fight that happened in the audience?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, you didn't see
dog.
Alex post that shit?
Nah.
Fucking Alex was like fucking almost
Ali?
like from Ali. He was like fucking almost first row and shit.
Fucking vato, eh?
And they started fucking throwing blows like right next to him, fool.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know
to,
what's
like, back
crazy,
up.
dog? If peep game on that, there was no security. Nobody broke that shit up, dog. They just threw fucking hands, and then we're like, all right, it's done.
That's it.
And then
Yeah.
bounce. Hey, low key, they don't even need security at the Mexican spot, dog.
we are the security.
Yeah,
bro.
self-regulate, dog.
Everybody's there deep with somebody, so it's like
Yeah.
everybody gonna get it under control.
Yeah, yeah, all right. Throw some hands. It won't go too far.
Nah, but I did want to touch on that Dana coming to setting up institution in Mexico. Before that, I see a comment up there: America Chivas score prediction. To all my soccer fans out there, man, you already see what I'm rocking, man.
Fucking America G.
Flu America, baby. So the score's already up there. They predicted 2-1. I also think it'll be 2-1 America today, and then the next game, because it's a double game for the CONCACAF, the next game will be 2-0 America. So globally, 4-1 America wins. But yeah, man, you know, I know my boy over here is an America fan. Now we baptized you,
dog,
way,
come
you
on, dog.
fucking
Yo, bless me, fool. You feel me?
bless them into the culture, G.
Went to TJ fool. Saw them fucking spank the cholos real quick.
Damn.
With like our third fucking stringers and shit.
That shit was
Hell
fire,
yeah.
We'll hit the red light district on the way back home.
Hey, fool. Shh. Don't tell nobody, fool.
Nah, but yeah, man, I saw that was a topic, you know, that we wanted to talk about was Dana White setting up an institution in Mexico, bro. How big is that, like, realistically, dog, for the raza out there, bro? Like, the amount of opportunity, I guess you could say, and chances that are going to be given now, like, how much of a difference you think that makes?
It's going to catapult the UFC into a multi-billion-dollar fucking company, dog.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to tap into the biggest demographic,
Yeah.
and he's going to start to pull some of those eyes and some of that viewership from the boxing game
Yep.
over to the MMA game. So I think strategically as a businessman, he's on point for doing that shit.
Oh yeah.
I think it's long overdue, and I mean, who knows what's to come with that, right? Because there's going to be tons of fighters coming out of Mexico, and now there's going to be a pathway for young fighters to be able to be discovered and get that platform. So Dana White is he's going to kill it with that shit, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know one of the things that he said in that little like interview they did to him was like one of the main reasons was to keep like the youth off the street, which, you know, we all know that ain't really, it's not gonna be something like that dramatically just changes, bro. Like,
that's cap, homie.
yeah,
That's
like
cap.
It's a
yeah,
good talking
and yeah,
point.
at the end of the day, bro, like
It is a great
we
talking point.
we appreciate Dana for what he's doing in Mexico, dog. But come on, dog, you know, you're not doing it for that.
Nah, bro. He's
See,
benefiting.
the way I see it, bro. Look at boxing, dog.
Thank
My
you.
bad. You were gonna say something?
Nah, just slight nuance though. I can see the cartel is getting involved too. At some
That's
point.
literally the point I was gonna bring up.
Shit, I mean, they want their hands
Yeah.
in everything, you
You
know.
feel me?
Yeah.
So let's
But-
see how that plays out right there.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
The way I see it is like if you look at boxing, bro, like Mexicans is like the biggest fucking
Yeah.
consumers of that sport, bro. Like
Mhm.
Mexicans love boxing,
Yeah,
dog. Like
yep.
We love
we've-
putazos.
yeah,
straight
we've
up.
had some of the best, you know, boxers in the world have been Mexican
Yep.
in certain periods of time, bro. And I think it's just something that like Dana as a businessman, he sees shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, damn, look how many fucking
Yep.
Mexicans love boxing. Like, and there's not a lot of raza tapped into the UFC. Recently, there's been a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
a lot more people becoming fans of the sport. You see a lot more fighters that are Mexican. And I think it's something that's super huge for Dana and you know, the UFC. But most importantly, bro, is dope to see now our people are gonna, you know, just have bigger opportunities
Have
when it
another
comes
moment.
to
Yeah.
a different sport.
Yeah.
You know, now it's not just fucking tapping into like, I mean, the biggest sports for Mexico personally, I would think it's like soccer and boxing.
Yep.
You know, those are like
Easy.
the two sports that you see a lot of Mexicans succeed very highly in. You know, and like now there's different opportunities, like, or we see Triple J from Miami Heat in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know, seeing shit like that is super
Yeah.
dope. You know, and I know it's like Mexican American, but at the same time, like that's the roots.
It's still
You know,
part
that's
of
the
the
roots.
flag.
There's more NFL players coming up that are
Mhm.
representing that Mexican flag. You know,
Yeah.
so it's just dope to see now something else being added to the sport and to, you know, involving the raza.
Yeah.
But since we on the topic of fighting, man, let's talk about fucking Ryan Garcia, dog.
Bro.
What's going on with bro? Okay, so
Oh,
I seen this fool spazzing out, dog, about all types of shit. Then I wake up one day and he's dead, and then he's not dead, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
wait,
you know,
what? He was
Yeah. I
dead.
didn't hear about that at all.
you didn't see that? Like
Nah.
there was like I'm assuming he posted it
What?
on his own social media platform saying like, oh, R.I.P. We got you, bitch. Like R.I.P. Ryan Garcia. Like
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
so. A lot of people were concerned, like, what the fuck's going on? And then people were like, nah, like, maybe nothing happens to him. He just got hacked.
Yeah.
But there's speculation that he posted that shit himself about himself, you know? So people are, like, super confused of what's going on. He's tweeting up all this crazy shit about how he was in the woods and elites were making him watch them, you know,
Hey,
do
yo.
disgusting things to minors, to children. He was just tweeting all a rant about all this shit, bro. Started calling different people pedophiles and child rapists and shit like that.
That fool went to Bohemian Grove?
Yeah, that's
Damn,
what he
fool.
talked about. He was saying Bohemian Grove is real and shit like that.
I mean, it is real.
So
Yeah, you're a
no,
little
yeah,
late.
yeah. But it's the way I look at it, dog. When you break it down, bro. One, this motherfucker's hitting the pipa. Two,
Heavy.
this is all
Boy.
publicity for him and Haney's fight, which would be lame as fuck if it is. 3, he's really just mentally unstable, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's just really not all there. And the 4th option that I would think is maybe he's trying to duck the fight, and he's creating all this commotion nonsense for like saying like I got mental health issues.
Yeah.
And even if he is lying about that, it's super fucked up because, you know, people really struggle with that shit.
Yeah.
And maybe he's trying to he's not even trying to fight Haney. He's like, fuck that, I don't even want to fight, so let me do all this bullshit. I don't know what's going on. What's your guys' opinion on this whole situation,
To
bro?
be honest, dog, I think first of all, you don't need to, especially him that has been at that level for so long. You don't need to ruin your image and your persona and your likeness in order to duck a fight. You can catch an injury any old day of the week. You can trip on some cord and fuck your knee up, and now you can't fight, right? But to do what he's doing and to take those shots, I think it's really risky. Anytime you step into that sphere of like conspiratorial, you know, ambiance or whatever, because if you're talking some bullshit conspiracies that are just crazy and this fool's losing it,
Yeah.
well, people are just not going to take you serious now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
B, if you're saying some real shit, you shouldn't be saying. Like that's a career killer, right?
Yeah.
Because these things do exist. There are powers that be. How deep it goes, who knows, right? But people are their images are killed for saying the wrong things, for thinking the wrong things. Their finances are killed, or physically they're literally killed, right?
Yeah.
So to go out there and to bring up the Bohemian Grove thing is kind of wild, dog. Like that's old, you know. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. In the light of like. And if that's how you felt, why didn't you say nothing before? Why are you saying something at this moment? Like, what's going on, right?
Yeah.
But like when you look at like Oscar De La Hoya, for example, there is a lot of weird ass bullshit around him, right? And if let's just say in a world where these things are real, your stars that are kind of tailored in front of the camera, those are the guys that would be in some of these events and places. I think he's tweaking a little bit, to be honest, because the shit he's saying is not even like, bro, like, well, you're not bringing anything crazy or new. This is all shit that was, the Bohemian Grove is a 10-year-old story at this
Yeah.
point. They probably
Yeah.
don't even go there no more. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
They switched up for show.
Yeah, but if you look at him and if you pay attention to what's been going on with him prior to him losing his fucking mind, there has been a slow buildup, right? He's been talking about God a lot. He's been fighting back on the Oscar De La Hoya and old boy. They've been dealing with this. There's been a slow building up of something happening, right? I think he's going through something mentally, bro, and it can't. I mean, you saw it with like Justin Bieber, right? The kid, he's a young kid. He grows up in front of the camera. He's got talent. He's got skill. He's really good.
Yeah.
But you don't know how to. You can't grow as a young man and as a child into a young man, and at the same time have to figure out how to have a whole alternative persona that you're giving off to the public, right? A
Yeah.
man can figure out that other part because he's already kind of figured out who he is. But a kid who's trying to figure it out at the same time and then constantly put out an image for the world, it's got to be tricky, man. And I think that, sometimes you see it where these guys get so big and so famous and well known that shit just goes wrong when it goes wrong, and everybody's life, you're going to have a moment, but
Yeah.
to have it like on that level, bro, it probably just fucks you up. So
Yeah.
it might
Yeah.
be something more mental,
Yeah,
spiritual.
That's what like super tripped me out, because it's like you hear about certain shit that goes on.
Yeah.
I mean, I know since I was younger, bro, I've always been into like conspiracy shit.
Yeah.
And the whole like the industry doing fucking nasty shit, whether it's with kids or to each other, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever it is, bro. Like you would hear about it all the time, and like I felt like a lot of people wouldn't really pay attention to it
Not at
and
all.
just be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Until the whole like Jeffrey Epstein
Yes,
fucking case
sir.
happened, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, whoa, like everybody acted so surprised when it's like, bro, like people been
Come
saying
on.
this shit, dog.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about like people maybe on Nickelodeon, Disney, like people who cast these kids, bro.
Thank
like
you.
they go through shit like that, dog.
Yep.
And I mean that fool Drake Bell, like he's doing this new shit with ID Channel where
Oh,
he's
yeah.
talking about how there was a case back in like the early 2000s where somebody who is I forget what the role that he plays is, what like his job is called, but like he's like he works on set pretty much, and he helps people with the script. Like he helps the actors with their script.
He's part of
And-
the Writers Guild.
I'm not sure, bro, but this person works for Nickelodeon, and they were accused of that shit, and they were guilty for it. But the child chose to stay anonymous, and he's coming out saying like it was him, bro. Like it's
Fuck.
fucking brave of him to do that, like to speak about it. But like you see shit like that, and it's like it really puts into perspective the shit that Ryan's talking about, bro.
Yes, sir.
Because it's like he's not really just saying nonsense.
Not at
like
all.
In a way, the way he's putting it together, it might sound crazy, but certain shit that he's talking about, it's kind of like, whoa, like it makes you think.
Yep.
And like, don't get me wrong, I still think that dude is fucking right now just going insane, dog. Like he's losing it, fool. He's crashing out. He's
Yeah,
crashing out,
straight
and
up.
his team's just watching it.
Well,
His team is just watching him crash out.
and if he's right, that's I think that's the fucked up part, man. Is that the thing about conspiracy? Like to your point, when the Epstein Island came out, all of a sudden everybody wants to talk about pedophilia at the highest levels, right? Okay, if you really want to think about things, bro, wokeism is the thing that kind of made conspiracies mainstream, right? When this woke movement was created, this woke community, the thing I don't like about it, man, is that when it comes to like conspiracy, I think there's conspiracies and then there's conspiracy theories,
No doubt.
right? Conspiracies are real. It's a
Yeah.
word. It's looked at by the government, dog. It's a thing.
Conspiracy to commit murder, my boy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
conspiracy. Yeah.
But then there's something called colloquialism, right? Which is basically how part of society will kind of start to use a term in their own way. So like you might say lit, right? Like that's lit. So we understand lit to be as like that's popping, bro. That's,
That's dope.
but
yeah.
lit has a real definition, right?
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory have created this like ambiance and of a colloquialism, which kind of identifies more so to like this is fake, this is tinfoil hat, this is crazy speak, right? But there's a separation, bro. Like there's something when it comes down to conspiracies. I feel like these powers that be understand that information is going to leak. And the best way to address information that is leaked, that is truthful, that you can't fight, is to set up a counterculture, right? Which is like a half-truthers counterculture. So before wokeism was around, you used to call fools tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
There's always
yeah,
been
yeah.
a term, right? He's a conspiracy theorist. He's a
Yeah.
tinfoil hat. He's woke,
Yeah.
right? It's a way to kind of like attack your character, to devalue everything you're gonna say. In
Yeah,
this
so
moment.
that other people are just like they think
Yeah,
the
like,
same
this
way.
was
It's
stupid,
like, oh,
right?
this was just a
Yeah.
conspiracy
And what they'll
theorist.
do is they'll leak information themselves, but they'll package it in the dumbest way. They'll give you the 10-20% that they know you're gonna get anyways because your Snowden's out talking and da 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 da. But then the rest of the fucking package is crazy, bull. Like there's pedophiles on Mars and they're da 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 da. So you're like, bro, this is all nonsense. I'm done with it. When wokeism came around, it kind of killed off this weird, real, actual conspiracy community that was coming out and starting to be real. Unfortunately, I think that when you see these guys like your Ryan Garcia, where they're coming out and talking, but they're talking in desperation, right? They're freaking the fuck out. They're not mentally stable, and what they're not saying isn't like, conspiracies are very touchy subjects. You need a very level-headed person to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
But even when that happens, you don't know if they're trying to get publicity or money or da 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 da, right?
Yeah.
But when you see this guy just losing it, talking, bro, you assume immediately he's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He might not be crazy, bro. He might be desperate. He might be scared. He might be getting messages and phone calls that he's like, oh, fuck, bro, I don't know what I got into. But if this is my moment, right? If these things are all real, if the Epstein shit is real, if
Yeah, that shit real, fool.
I believe it
Oh,
is,
yeah,
right?
that shit
That
is
shit
real.
real.
100%.
100% I believe it's real.
Yeah.
It's really easy to prove if you want to sit down and talk about it, right? But if it is real, 100%, then that means that the moment you get a fucking weird ass phone call, bro, that's scarier than the mafia calling you or the cartel calling you, dog.
Yeah.
That's the cartel of your nation, of the world, fool. Like, ain't nowhere to run. When you get a phone call, when shit starts to get weird and you don't agree and you know that these motherfuckers are evil, well, you're going to draw a line in that moment. You're going to be
Yeah.
like, I'm going to continue to be a dirtbag, or I'm going to be on the God side. And if that means that if I'm really on it, I really believe it, and this is my moment, I might freak out and be real. I might have to die pretty soon. So
Yeah.
he might be drawing his line, bro, but he might not be that crazy. you
Yeah,
know?
that's kind of like just what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Is like, I think he's doing shit the wrong way, like posting on his social media about himself dying
Yeah.
and shit like that. Like that's just out, bro. You know, like I don't know, but I was looking at some of the shit he's tweeting, bro, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's not like it shouldn't be something new to people at this point.
No, not
you
at
know,
all.
like nobody should see the tweets and think like that shit can never happen. Like hell no. Like
Are
look
you
all the
tripping?
Epstein shit going on, bro.
Thank
Look,
you.
all this shit you see that's going on around the world, bro. Like you can't just kind of discredit like every fucking thing.
Nah.
But is he fucking crashing out right now? Yeah, 100%.
Heavy.
You know, it's foolish. You know, and like I said, bro, I go back to those 4 options. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, bro. But if
it could be
he
a
is
mix of it.
if he is really trying to expose some shit that maybe he shouldn't have seen, or you know he was a part of or whatever, and you know his fucking conscience is just fucking maybe fucking him up,
Yep.
and it's right now he just can't handle all the stress
Yep.
that he's going under, dog. He's just letting it out, and if that is really the case, he fucked himself over, bro.
Yeah, bad.
Because you don't fuck with those people,
Nah,
dog.
bad.
You know?
You draw
Yeah.
that line at that point, man.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You know who's the only person I think that I've seen fuck with those people and nothing, and it's kind of one, because if you pay attention, when people kind of fight back against the powers that be,
Yeah.
there's stages of shit that starts to happen, right?
Yeah.
At first, they kind of assault your character a little
It's
bit.
character assassination's the first step.
Thank you, right?
Yeah.
Then they
Yeah.
come after you fiscally.
Yep.
They take your money, they take your brand deals, etc. Right? Kanye West. And then if you don't shut the fuck up, then they kill you, or they take someone close to you, and then they kill you, or you kill your whole family, you shoot yourself twice in the back of the head somehow, right? The only person that has kind of taken some very direct shots, has dealt with some of those levels, but came out all right. Fucking Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest fucking shit, right?
Would you kind of agree maybe Cat Williams too?
Yeah, actually, you're right. You know, it's funny. I just watched the podcast, the Joe Rogan one.
Oh, okay.
And now
Yeah.
that you bring that, I was literally just talking to my friend about that the other day. That fool, he did it so well. But like, I guess to add to a crazy conspiracy theory, y'all ever seen that cloning bullshit?
Yeah.
So like, there's certain cats,
So
man.
what does to what?
So cloning has been around for a minute, right?
Yeah,
like that.
we're cloning fucking woolly mammoths, and
We're-
we're
we're-
gonna bring them back.
Even
Like,
fucking people at this point, it's kind of wild. There's literally, we have like laws that you're legally not allowed to clone people. Why the fuck would
Why
you
is there a
feel
law
that?
for
You
that
know what I'm
shit?
saying?
What the fuck?
That's insane. Which means to me, like, all right, the capability's there. Somebody's known it, and they're like, hey, we can't do that, right? Because all kinds of legislation has to be built around that. And what type of legislation do you build, and what type of human rights do you give somebody doesn't have God-given rights? Because all your
Facts.
human rights are based off of God-given rights, right? Yeah, your American law is based off the principle of God-given
Yeah.
rights, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes you like a person versus an entity type thing.
yeah,
So how do you do that with somebody that is real yet not real? That becomes tricky. But to
Yeah.
have legislation built around that means that somebody's looked into it, somebody's seen it, been like, hold the fuck up. And if you look at China, China's created some hybrids already. Okay, but so as a conspiracy thing, right? There's this whole shit that when celebrities start to go awry a little bit, start fucking around, when they start fighting back, some crazy shit will happen. Like they'll get locked up, like Gucci Man, right? And come out real different. They come out talking different, come out
or like the whole Kodak shit, like Kodak and all that bullshit,
bro,
yeah.
right? So there's some weird ass shit out there. I don't know how deep it gets, but I've seen some shit that makes me like, I kind of feel like they might be
might have
doing-
got his
yeah,
ass.
they might have got this fool.
I was showing you the video today, Dick, on the way over here.
Which
I was
one?
like, doesn't that Brian? I was like, doesn't he look out of it, fool? Like he
Oh
looks
yeah,
different.
Yeah, fool.
And now you're saying this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
But you know
fuck?
who?
Hey, nah,
I,
yeah.
I don't think it happened to Cat, but you know who I do think it happened to?
Who?
Dave Chappelle.
Nah,
Straight up, fool.
Serio, fool?
Straight up, fool. Dave Chappelle came out looking real different. Came out, yo, dog, stocky, big dog, fool. And all
I
of
don't know, fool. I love Dave Chappelle.
I love
dog.
Dave Chappelle, bro. But tell me, new Dave is the old Dave. It's not the same Dave Chappelle.
Nah, I feel
dog.
like he's sharper though, fool.
But yeah, like, cause I
he's
feel like
sharper with this shit now, fool.
I feel like Dave's still on that. Like
more
he don't
calculated.
really give a fuck what
He
he's
stay
talking
not giving a
about.
fuck.
Shit. You
okay,
know?
but is he talking about? And this is where I start to get into shit, right? What's the difference between somebody telling real conspiracy shit, really dropping knowledge, dropping dimes on people, and somebody just regurgitating shit, right? Or
Yeah.
somebody that's just a half-truther. The half-truther's not telling you something real, bro, or something new. He's just playing onto what's already out there. The guy like your Edward Snowden comes out and starts dropping dimes, shit you don't know about. And it's like, wait, hold the fuck
fucking
up.
in Russia.
Right? And then he's like, hey, bro, I need to get out of here, dog. Like, hey, will you guys take me? Hey, can I get sanctioned, fool? Like,
Hey,
are you
fool.
gonna protect me, fool? Because they're gonna kill me.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's a different level, bro. That's bringing new information out. You're not taking a risk when the motherfucker already died that brought that shit out.
Yeah.
You're just regurgitating some shit. So Dave Chappelle back in the day, he would drop dimes on you in the funniest little ways, right? But he was already kind of like, through his skits, through his comedy, kind of putting you on. And that's the role of a comic, right? The comic from the beginning of time was the only guy in the kingdom that could ever make a fool out of the king.
Facts.
He's the only guy
jester.
that could take the truth,
The
tell
jesters.
the truth. Yeah. The funny part is the comedian, the jester, was the guy that was looked at as the fool, right? That you never take him serious. But he was the only guy that was able to fully tell the truth.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like the whole ironic position of it all. He could make a fool out of the king and show the whole bullshit of the kingdom and not get killed off of it. It's his job.
Yeah.
Right. And comedy nowadays is the same issue. Or the same situation. Comics today, they're people that still fight against society, fight against the powers that be. And they can always be like, it's a prank, bro. Right? Like that whole
I'm just fucking
idea.
with you,
Yeah,
dog.
bro, right?
Hey, dog.
Yeah, and then they throw some stupid self-deprecating joke out of it and you all laugh. And if you're dumb, it goes right by you. The new Dave Chappelle isn't really taking subtle jabs at anything. He's just addressing issues that are relevant already. And if an issue is relevant culturally already, it's saturated by that point. You know what I mean? You're not doing nothing. You're just talking about some old shit at this point, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Well, shit, I don't know if Ryan's a clone, but I mean, it comes back to like the mental health, right? It comes back to humans not being innately built to have all those eyeballs on us,
Yeah.
right? The fame and the clout and all that shit that comes with the dog. Obviously he's cracking right before our eyes. We're seeing this fool literally have fucking meltdowns in front of us. But the thing is, at the same time, it's just like he has a fight coming up, right? He has to perform.
I don't think he does now.
And I mean, the truth of it is, like, if he loses this fight, he's gonna fall out of that platform, out of that limelight, and everything that he could have, right, exposed, or everything that he could have brought to light, now just becomes irrelevant, and he's just lost in the sauce like everybody else.
He gonna be a warrior for Christ after this.
No,
feel
yeah,
me?
this
Jesus
fight.
Christ, I love you, God. I love you, God. Jesus Christ.
No, I
sword.
think this fight is literally like a make it or break it for him, dog. You know, he already gets that you're not a fighter, you're a fucking
He's not,
influencer,
fool.
you're a
He's
social
TikToker,
media.
fool.
Yeah,
He's fucking-
he already gets all that bullshit, you know, and
You punch
and
fast.
now he's gonna step in the ring with fucking Devin Haney, bro, who is a fucking
On it.
elite fucking boxer,
Yeah,
bro. You
on
know,
it.
you're
And he's
talking
trying
about
to eat him, fool. Devin
Yeah,
Haney
you
wants
know,
to
you're-
eat this fool.
you're
dog.
talking about like one of the best boxers in that weight class, bro,
Yeah.
and like you can't take this shit lightly,
No.
dog. Like
Nah.
you, if what you're doing, Brian, right now is all for like
You don't play
the
boxing, G?
publicity, dog. You look stupid, fool. You look stupid, and just drop that shit already, dog.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard to fucking want to support him, dog, because I know he's Raza and I want to support him, but it's like, dog, if before this I already had a little bit of like very
Oscar already
minimal
wants to drop
respect,
him.
I'm already
Well,
like,
they're
whoa,
bending
fuck
over
this.
it.
Nah, yeah.
You gotta watch that pre-fight conference, bro, before Tank. And
Hey, but he's doing like the trolling's fucking hard though. Fool. He's trolling the fuck out of Haney, dog. In some senses, right? He does the whole P Diddy entrance, right?
yeah, but I think he's just fucking.
He was wearing, wasn't
You
he
feel
wearing
me?
a shirt
Yeah,
with
fool,
Haney
like-
and Diddy on it?
Yeah, like he also on that end, I gotta give him that, right? I get the sense of him trolling and like trying to get in Haney's head and creating all this hubbubaloo,
that fool got
all
into
the
his
bullshit,
head.
right?
bro. But
That
he's
fool got into his own head a little too much, dog.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dog. I think that's what it is, bro. Cause yeah, play the game, fool. Like Conor McGregor was the king. That's why.
But he
Conor
don't know
was
how
so
to play
good.
it though.
But I don't think he is.
He don't know how to play it.
I
dog.
think he's doing both. I think he's trying to, cause he been hyped up. He been like talking shit. He comes in.
you don't know how to talk shit though.
It's weird. It's super fucking
shit is
awkward,
cringe,
dog.
fool.
Yeah, it's cringe as fuck. But he's not being cringe right now. That fool's chaotic right now. He's trying to do
Yeah.
both, right? He's trying to be
Zah.
him, which is cringe, but at the same time, he's crashing out. Like to your point, that fool's
Yeah.
losing it. So you're seeing both.
Hey,
Like
the
think
fight's
about
in
it.
5 weeks, fool.
And that's the part, bro. Do not put your money on Garcia. I promise you. If you know anything about fighting, dog, when you see somebody mentally out of it, you're not winning, fool.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't put any money at all on anybody. I don't even know if the fight will happen, dog.
See, but if you don't,
Damn,
this
you
is
think
a
it's not gonna
moment you
happen?
put your money on.
You
Because
think it's not gonna happen?
guarantee.
I'm gonna bet on the fight not happening.
I would do that. I would bet on the fight not happening. But
What's
if it
the over
does,
under, G?
bro,
Over under,
he's
yes
gonna
or
get
no?
dusted, fool. He's gonna get beat up.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple weeks something happens and he gets
Yeah,
arrested or some bullshit, or
trips on some cords.
or he gets 5150'd or fucking something, right? I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, dog.
and that goes back to my point. Like, what is this all for, dog?
To
Is-
discredit him and all the bullshit he's talking about.
Is this to duck the fight, or is this to fucking just, you know, he's really fucking going through some shit, or is this fucking he's just
Or is he just capping,
smoked
fool?
out, dog? He's smoked out the
Yeah,
game.
He might
fool.
be
Cap.
smoked out. And think about it. This isn't his. He just fought Tank, dog. This isn't his first time in this position. It's not like the
Yeah.
pressure of the position is getting to him, and he doesn't.
I
know how
mean,
to deal
Tank.
with
I think
it.
Tank was an even bigger fight than
It
this
was a
one, dog.
much bigger fight, and he
bigger
got
purse.
and bro, he got fucked up, dog. He went out there trying to show out. Let's be real, dog.
Yeah,
The only-
Tank outboxed him, fool.
Bro, outclassed him, and he called it. He said what he would do. And the thing is, if you ever watch him fight, the only thing Ryan has is a left hook and speed. Fool, he doesn't have anything else. Right? You're going against a guy that throws the least punches and lands the most punches. Tank's accuracy is fucking ridiculous, dog.
Yeah.
And he doesn't throw more than anybody else, but he lands everything he throws. He's super methodical. And he said, all you have is a left hook. I'm going to slide it and knock you the fuck out. And he did. He took one, registered it, downloaded the data, slipped, came up top, and, you know, it was over with. That's a devastating thing, bro. And when you go through a situation like that, sometimes losses, when you've been built up so much, the loss takes you out, right? So two things that will fuck a fighter up is too many knockouts. When you take, like, you see a fighter get knocked out 2-3 times in a row, bro, it's like your jaw doesn't have the same shit as muscle memory. That button is lighter now. And you'll notice it's easier to hit this fool. It's easier to knock him out. Like the damage just accumulates on those knockouts, right? The other thing is pressure, right? Again, looking at Conor McGregor, he's probably the best example of not just pressure, but also getting too big for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Conor was the shit. And if you look at how he beat fools by getting in their head. He beat fools by talking shit and getting them rattled up. So they came out there trying to beat the fuck out this man, and he just slip and counter you and knock you the fuck out in seconds, right? Then some dude out of a cave, bro, out the dirt. Khabib comes up and eats this man's soul. He threw everything he could at that man. All the shit talking.
If we used to fight bears, fool, come on, now.
Bro.
Who?
Straight
Khabib.
up. Yeah, and
You get down with the bear, fool? You
Me?
get down with a bear.
Hey, shoot me like a 12-pack, fool, and a fucking
Damn,
and a fucking sack, my boy.
dog.
We in there, fool.
A 12-pack? I feel like you do it for a Modelo, fool.
Ah, that's crazy, fool.
Yeah.
I shot a down Julio, fool.
Familia, homie. Yeah, bro. Give me a shot. I don't care. Fool. I'll butt naked with the bear, dog. Yeah, straight up.
Fucking pour honey on me, fool.
Well, straight up. Fool. Hey,
Today.
come get it, dog. You want to win this or not?
Oh, boy.
What you were saying?
Yeah. So like, and the other thing is like when they get too much fame, Conor had them both at the same time. Conor didn't fight for a fight. He would do a fight a year type thing, right? Really good levels above the division at that point. But then all that time off, all that drinking, all that partying, all that getting out of that stage
All
of
that
being hungry.
perico, fool.
Straight up, dog. Straight up. And whiskey together. Fool.
Ah.
It pulls you out of that hunger as a fighter where you need to be. Because fighting to be 100, it's two things. It's technique and mental. That's it. I don't care whatever else you got, natural gifts or whatever. Technique. And that will take you to wherever you want to go, your mental state. But the moment Mike Tyson, coach dies, he starts getting knocked the fuck out. That mental state means everything, dog. So when you're looking at this fool, like it's not the moment that's getting to him. He's been in that moment. He's had it, right? But he just got knocked the fuck out. And against a guy he trained with, dog, he came up with Tank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's the better man now. And at the same time, all this pressure is going on over here. I think he's definitely on the pipa, homie, or going through some other shit. But I don't think it's just clout or attention, dog. I think he's got pressure in a weird place, But I think you're watching the downfall for sure.
Hot take, fool. Hot take. Oscar left the sack out, fool.
Oh,
And fucking Ryan got into it.
damn.
And that's been it ever since, dog.
And he's that ain't even the fucking.
But he's not.
that's the
He's
wrong
not even.
fact,
He's
fool.
not even acting like he snorted it. He's acting like he smoked
He
it.
ate
fool.
that shit, fool.
That
Oh.
motherfucker smoked
Yeah,
it. He didn't
straight-
snort
damn,
it.
straight.
Turkey base.
He grabbed the light bulb out the roof.
Damn, dog. But shit, hey, at the end of the day, dog. Hopefully that fool's cool. Hopefully that fool's cool, dog.
Hopefully he shocks us, fool, when he
you
wins,
don't
fool.
want to see people go through that shit, no
Hey,
matter who.
how
It is.
Shocks us and
crazy
he
would
wins,
that
fool.
be,
Hey,
dog?
dog.
Low key.
He puts Haney down.
And at the end, after he
That'd
knocks
be
that
dope,
fool out,
though.
he's like, Jesus Christ, I love you, God. I love you. The sword, the shield of truth. I swear to God, fool.
Nah, but yeah, shit. Hopefully he does, dog. That'd be dope to see.
Hey, man,
You know,
I would support.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, let's do it for the Raza, homie. But I don't think I need a Mexican tweaker winning, fool. I think we could do better.
Hey, now you're not wrong, bro. I mean, I've been watching this all shit go down, and it's been
Yeah.
super disappointing, bro.
Yeah,
To
sad.
say the least, dog. It sucks, dog.
Hey
It
man, but
fucking
we got
sucks,
a lot of other beautiful things to look at as a community, as people of people winning. Maybe you got one fucking kid making an aspect of us look bad, but bro, you're old news. We got 4, 5, 6, 7 fighters up in the UFC cleaning us up, picking us up right now. We got music on point. We got shows. We got a lot right now going on. If one fucking dude is just
We about to take
blowing it
over,
off,
G.
yeah,
We taking
man.
over, G.
Let that tweaker get up out of here.
Yeah.
Shra.
All right.
Hey, Blue Tranza, who you got? David Benavides versus Demetrius Andrade. Benavides, bro. Come on.
Oh,
top,
Mexican
top.
monster.
Easy.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Prayers for Ryan Garcia. Yeah, 100%, dog. Like I said, bro, hopefully that fool's all good. And, and if all the shit he's talking about, obviously we know there's a lot of truth behind everything that he's been speaking on. He's just got to watch out. There's certain people you don't fuck with in this world, dog. And
Facts,
the elites,
dog.
homie, those 1%ers, dog, that's not one of them, That's not one of them. But shit, since we on the topic of, we've been talking about Raza and a lot of love for the Raza, bro.
Yeah.
Something that's a little disappointing to see against the Raza, bro. Arizona So we all know Arizona.
Bella,
They
homie. Bella.
they got a lot of different gun laws compared to California. They're you know, in certain way, yeah, much better in a certain way where you feel more comfortable about protecting your own home without having to feel like this motherfucker broke in my house and tried to stab me and I smoked them.
It's over with.
And if you're in Cali, I might go to prison for this shit. Where
Facts.
in case somewhere like Arizona, it's cool, bro.
Yeah.
You feel threatened in your own property, you smoke that motherfucker.
Straight up.
But one thing they did, bro, to add on to that law that they have, bro, they want to, I don't know if it's been passed yet to add to that bill, but they're adding where if your property is close to the border of the United States and Mexico, if a migrant is crossing through the border into your property seeking asylum, you're allowed to fire on them.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Because all that's going to happen is you're going to have all these fucking good old boys that live right there on their back
all
porch.
These hillbillies,
Yeah.
fucking Minutemen,
Just,
gung-ho.
thank you. Minutemen, fool. Straight militia.
Yeah.
Militiamen that have been waiting, dog. They're going to be just
fool.
kicking it, fool. Hey, who lives on the border?
Cruise it to his
Right.
pad, fool.
Straight up. Hey, I need 3 guys on the at his crib, 3 guys over here every day in the back kicking
Hey,
it.
dog.
Have some peace. Have some Bud Light, and you know, just sit there on the porch with my dog.
Fucks. Has some keystones,
Right.
my boy.
And you know, who straight up, dog.
Fuck,
These
dog.
motherfuckers are gonna have turret towers in their
Yeah,
backyard.
dog.
Just
Turret
fucking
towers.
nailing it.
C4, fucking.
Yeah.
I can see that happening, dog, with some of the people down there. I mean,
Telling the
obviously,
coyotes, hey, just come through these properties. Don't worry about it. Just slide through the back.
fuck,
Motherfuckers gonna have landmines.
dog. I wouldn't put it past some of these fucking
Straight up.
rednecks, dog.
Straight
These
up.
fools really fucking.
Hey, get the drone, boy.
Nah, but yeah, how do y'all feel about that, man? What do you guys think? Like, do you think that, I mean, does that even solve any problems other than like what?
Nah, it doesn't solve shit for all.
I feel like it's just a one-sided agenda, you know, like,
I mean, I think it always is, right, when it comes to politics.
yeah, of course.
You know, but you know what? I'll co-sign it. I'll co-sign it under one condition.
They can fire back.
I can, yeah, no.
They can fire back.
Hey,
If they shoot at them, they can fire back, dog.
Hey, fool.
Whoever drops.
We're gonna have
damn,
skirmishes
straight
at
up.
the border,
Hey,
fool.
straight up.
A skirmish.
Hey, the fucking coyotes are gonna be fucking straight cartel
Hey,
now,
because the
dog.
cartel fools don't give a fuck.
They're gonna pull
fool.
up in Humvees and trucks. And just
Hey, but that's the problem though. We have cartel fools crossing the border that have, like, you know, they mark their territory. They have little stash houses, and they be pulling up fucking strapped up.
heavy,
Yeah,
heavy in the game.
So
Bro,
I can see how they can write this law, and I can see how they can garner the support in legislation to pass it.
yeah,
right?
but you see, this is the thing that, like I said, under one condition, I'll be cool with it, and only one condition: that we get to treat our own citizens that way. And what I mean by that is vigilante justice is okay then, right? You don't get to just do it on the border, motherfucker.
Hey, but migrants don't have the same
Legal
Yeah,
rights.
legal rights
and that's
and protections as
perfectly
we do,
fine, right? But it works 2 ways. So the migrants don't have the same legal representation that we do as America, but 50% of that story is an American citizen doing something, which is what? Vigilante justice. What's happening? A crime. You're coming into my country without going through the border, which is illegal. So as a legal citizen, I'm going to act on that crime. Okay, so then I should be able to fuck this pedophile up, and you don't get to tell me shit,
Yeah.
right? Mind your fucking business.
Let me see
If that's the case.
There's a comment up here. So if a migrant went on these guys' property, they're all good with it. So no, bro, nobody is saying like, yeah, we're just welcome anybody on our like property. The point of it is that if they're just on the property and they're a migrant and they're seeking asylum, they're just allowed to fire on site,
Yeah,
bro. Like it's because it's a migrant.
Yeah.
That's the issue with this. It's not like, bro, come on, dog. You
could
don't
be
have.
having a
You're a
barbecue.
human. You're a human. You don't got a fucking heart, homie. Like if
Nah,
you lived
yeah,
in that
yeah,
border and there's a migrant coming into your property,
Dying of thirst, fool.
it's a
his
heifer.
kids.
It's a mom with like her 2 kids, bro, and like. You don't feel bad, dog. Like, come on. I'm not
part.
telling you to help them. I'm not saying let them in your house. No, fuck that.
Right?
But just, hey, you know what? Lock your doors. Whatever you got to do to feel comfortable, homie. Lock your doors. Sit on your couch with your big ass shotty, your big ass AR, whatever the fuck you want to do, fool. But just,
Your low
and just
fucking
let them.
socks, homie.
Yeah, they're not gonna stay in
your
your
ankle
backyard,
socks.
dog. They're not gonna try and get in your house. And if they do, and you feel threatened, then do whatever you got to do. But at the end of the day, it's not about. Like, oh, do you want migrants here? No, it's just about why would I fire on site?
Why are you
on
killing
somebody?
fools,
Like,
dog?
yeah,
Exactly.
You crazy. Hide your kids, hide your wives.
Nah, yeah, but to that point though, like there's properties out there in Arizona, right? Like people that just own massive plots of land, bro. some of that land isn't even inhabited, bro.
Yeah.
So migrants have to cross through the land, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the border? Have you seen that big ass desert these fools gotta go through in
bro.
Arizona?
It takes fucking like 4 or 5 days to get there.
You know what I
That
mean? Like,
motherfucker
calm the
up.
fuck down, bro. It's not that deep. You know what? Fine. Somebody breaks into your house.
Exactly,
Then
yeah.
handle business.
If you
fool.
feel threatened at whatever given moment and they're doing something they shouldn't do on
Like,
your property, then
go
whatever
ahead.
you feel like you need to do.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if
But-
they're migrant or not.
But you know how many motherfuckers are gonna be trigger happy just to see somebody crossing the border?
All
through
the
their
rednecks,
property?
fool.
They're gonna-
Mhm.
Fuck,
They'd
they're
be
gonna
ready,
be happy,
fool.
just
Bro,
ready to
Do
just
you
blast
guys
on 'em.
remember like fucking 5-10 years ago, dog? There was these fucking vigilante militia motherfuckers
yeah.
deporting fools, like
Yeah.
these rogue ICE agents and shit like that. Man, bro, if that's the case, if this motherfucker comes into my crib, okay, so now let's think about it like this. If you're a child of immigrants, you have citizenship, right? Maybe your dad doesn't. Maybe your grandpa doesn't. Maybe your uncle, your auntie doesn't that lives in the crib, right? And some fucking random ass ICE agent is gonna break into my home. I'm an American citizen. Then fine, I should be able to fire on that motherfucker too,
Facts.
because a cop can't just break into my crib, dog.
Without a warrant?
Without a warrant, homie, I could fire on you. In California, you're gonna win that? Probably not.
Probably not.
But it's
Probably
in
not.
your red state, yeah, homie,
Facts.
fire on me, dog. No problem. Walk in here with your guns like that and don't announce yourself. No problem, Papa. Like, I got something for you. If that's the case, bro, it should be equal, right? These problems, once you start talking about them, human rights are simple. They're not that complex. The moment you start talking about immigration and all these complex situations, a complex problem can't be solved simply. It's got to have a complex solution to it as well, right? I could just fire on fools. Bro, you're making, okay, so the same fool, now this fool wants to catch bodies. How is he going to act in other situations? What are you creating out of this guy? Like, what are you allowing out of this? You're giving this trigger happy motherfucker who's a cancer to society as it is.
Yeah.
Right. And let's be real. Unfortunately, he's going to be some Republican, some right wing person who's going to represent Republicans terribly.
Yeah.
Right. Who everybody's going to go against to thinking that being Republican means you're just a racist redneck.
Some
motherfucker.
January
Which
6th
is not
bottle.
true, though.
It's just not true
It's not
at
true.
all. It's a
Exactly.
terrible. So it doesn't matter where you sit on the fucking spectrum. This is a bad thing to do no matter what.
Yeah, like someone said, Mexicans in the U.S. complaining about the U.S. No one's complaining about the U.S., dog. I don't know for y'all, but I love it here.
Yeah, dog. Shit.
Dog, it's to me, it's the best country in
It's
the world,
fire
dog.
out here,
We,
dog.
You know what's the craziest part?
we do whatever the fuck we want to do
That
here,
America,
dog.
homie.
You know-
You know
you know-
exactly, dog. And
I don't pay taxes.
it's just if
Damn.
nobody thinks that that's wrong, bro.
I do.
Someone said like you should have a right to protect your property. Yeah, of course you
shit.
protect your property, but to fire on sight
Yeah.
on somebody who's just a migrant, to
Nah,
me,
yeah.
if you don't think that's wrong,
You got a
that
problem.
you got a problem,
Yeah,
dog. That's
facts.
just
There's something wrong with
it's
you.
humanity, dog. Like
Straight up.
why fire on somebody? Like of course, if somebody's on your property doing things they shouldn't,
Yeah.
you feel threatened.
You want to catch a body over toes
Dump on
the
them all day.
grass?
I wish Cali was more like that.
Straight up.
I wish I could protect my property in
Straight up.
California the way other states,
Straight up.
mainly red states, the way they allow it
Mm-hmm.
all day. But you know
Yeah.
what? California, unfortunately,
Or
it's not
stand
like
your
that.
ground laws. We should let's have stand your ground, bro. Cali used to be red. Let's not
But
forget.
then it's fucked though with the stand your ground because then you got like the Trayvon Martins of the world, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to look at the minority of the most extreme situations over the majority of the most common situation,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? That is the unfortunate. And with Trayvon Martin, man, unfortunately, sometimes in America, we will use tragedies, right? Never let a good crisis go to waste. Unfortunately, the wrong people use that as well.
PR, homie.
Exactly, right? And you create a movement that doesn't help anything because then fucking 3 years later, you have Eric Garner. You have all you the story's not ending, dog, right? The issue is not that. The issue is systematic oppression, systematic racism, systematic use of different forms of propaganda that are basically just using traumas that people are actually going through and just highlighting it but not actually affecting it. You know what I mean? But the crazy part, dog, the craziest part about that fucking comment, bro, that Mexican Americans complaining about America, that's the fucking point of America, is I am allowed to protest my government. I'm allowed to speak on my government.
Democracy, G.
Thank you. That is my right as an American
First
fucking
Amendment,
citizen,
fool.
right? So when I say Mexican American, what you need to realize as a person is what I'm saying is I have a nationality and an ethnicity. And if you don't understand the
1000%, dog.
difference in that, then maybe you don't really understand what you're talking about. My ethnicity, my blood is Latino 100%. And just because I was born on American soil doesn't mean I forget that. Just because I speak English doesn't mean I forget that. I plant a half flag very proudly. But my nationality, the laws that I live by, the grace that I was given by the land I was born under, that is American. And the concept of America is being able to protest my government. Your first, like, come on, dog. I have the right to protest. It's a fucking amendment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be able to complain if I feel like it. Go do it in Mexico. Do it in Jalisco, homie, where 80% of your economy is owned by the fucking cartel. Tell me how that goes out. Mexican. Talk about Mexico and Mexico. Be Mexican, right? See how that plans out. You have a luxury to even say to the person, look at you complaining.
Facts.
So, there's a grace to that. But that's the crazy part. When you hear comments like that, it's like, bro, that's the point.
Yeah.
It's the whole point, G.
1000%, dog.
Did you forget?
Yeah, hey, but on that, since we're on the whole migrant topic, fucking Georgia has just passed a bill that will allow police to arrest anyone suspected of being in the country illegally. So
What?
they're
And it's passed?
saw that.
It's
they,
passed?
they passed it. So
saw
so it's kind of piggybacking off the Arizona law that
Damn.
we
Yeah.
had back in the day.
See,
just
that's
passed that.
crazy, fool.
That's what Pluma
because
got these fools fucked up.
That's crazy, fool.
and I mean that's another
I mean,
another fucked up situation, dog. Because
suspect,
you
like,
know
how do you suspect
I'm
someone
sure
is here illegally, bro?
Yeah.
Good old boys.
You racially profile this person,
Thank you.
and then you pull him over, and then you arrest him.
Well, he basically only speaks Spanish, fools. He barely speaks English, so he's gotta be.
Well, he looks like he's
That's
not
what I was
from
gonna
here,
say, dog. Like,
What
what?
is that?
Fool, I could walk down the street in Georgia and they're gonna be like, hey, this fool right here, dog.
Right, dog.
And
This fool's not from around
you know
here.
what's
He's
the
not even from
craziest
this
part?
country.
You know what's the first question you would ask that motherfucker to verify? Show me your papers. Show me your ID. Bro, I hate when motherfuckers throw around the Hitler Nazi bullshit because they throw that shit around for a fucking chicken nugget. But if you think about it, that is what that is. Hey, let me see your papers then, bro. You American or not? Let me see. And then if not, I'm gonna throw you in this wagon and send you on out.
Yep.
You got me fucked up, bro. And like, what if you're Guatemalan? I'm gonna send you to Mexico first. What?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, dog. and-
Yeah, you're just creating vigilantes. If you want to create vigilantes, then let's do it in the right way too. Let's get these pedos. Let's get these sick ass motherfuckers. Let's clean our own streets up. If that's what you want to do, then let's do it. Fine, but not just for fucking immigrants, dog.
Oh yeah, and it's it's just obviously racial profiling has not been something that's like brand new,
Not at all.
Oh,
but now there's just a bill passed for it in Georgia. Now it's just they could just do it now in Georgia. They could-
dog.
just
How
made
many immigrants you got in Georgia, G?
they made it legal now, fool.
Yeah,
racially
so
profile.
obviously it's been a thing forever, for decades, fucking to come. But
Yeah.
it's just I don't know, dog. I think it's the only way it's fucked up. Look, bro, I understand where a lot of people come from when they are super against immigration. I get
Yeah,
it, dog. I get it. I understand why. I'm not dumb, bro.
Yeah.
Like I get it, but just shit like that. Like what? Like how does that? How does that even come about, bro? Like why is that even a thing? Like why would that even be allowed,
That's just division, bro.
bro? Like I don't get it, dog.
Well, every bill, I feel like that's the problem with bills, man, is that going back to the whole wokeism thing, nowadays that everybody wants to, it's like commonplace for people to talk politics now, right? And I fucking hate that because before I thought it was going to be a beautiful thing.
Well, you got to be smart to talk
Thank
politics,
you.
fool.
You got to know what you're
You got
talking
to
about.
fucking have
And to be real, bro, it didn't
acumen
happen.
for it.
Thank you. It didn't really happen until Trump. Right? When Trump came
come on,
around,
dog.
everybody. But this is the thing. Don't talk to me about the fucking president and all this bull. Don't talk to me about bills and all this shit. You don't even know who your fucking governor is. Dog, your governor is going to have the most impact on your life.
The state, yeah.
Thank you. You can't tell me what it was like being under Obama versus being under Bush. You have no fucking clue, dog. Because it
Yeah.
was basically the same shit. You were in a blue state, so you had blue shit going on all the fucking time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So let's just be 100. If you don't know who your fucking governor is, I don't really care about what your opinion is. Your opinion is basically built off hot topics.
If you can't describe the fucking legislative process to me, then don't talk
Thank you.
politics to me, dog.
Thank you. Thank you. If you don't know what the fuck that is, sit down, bro. Sit down and let the big boys talk about shit, bro. Because all that's going to happen is that a bill, and people fucking forget, this bill is not one topic, you motherfucker, bro. There's like fucking several issues being addressed when these things are passed. But motherfuckers like you hear one thing you don't like, and a bill will pass or fail based off the dumbest part of it. And to me, it's like, bro, did you look at anything else? Or did you just look at we're trying to kill immigrants? Like, bro, there could have been so much shit that slid by in there that's going to impact you, your daily life in ways that it's not even going to be measurable for a year or two. And then when you're fucking eating a dick on this, you're going to look back at kill them immigrants and you didn't kill one motherfucker, right? But all your fucking school tax went up. All kinds of property tax went up. All kinds of shit that was affected that you're complaining about all year.
Yeah.
While you were sitting there waiting on your porch for an immigrant that never came through Georgia, dog.
Fucking Georgia, dog.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. But people, they want to complain, man. There's no lions running out in the city forcing motherfuckers to deal with real life, right? Let the bears loose in the city and watch how different our politics are. Watch how little we complain about stupid shit, right? The craziest part about 9/11 was it was a unified so many fucking people. Certain situations like that, bro, they just unify everyone. Nobody cares if you're black anymore, if you're white anymore, if you're this, if you're that. We have a common enemy, right? and unfortunately, sometimes they Al Qaeda, right? They throwing babies out the window, dog. Unfortunately, shit like that happens, and they use it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I think that these issues are just divisions, right? Like, show me what else is put in that bird, because most people are one policy voters. You're Republican or Democrat based off of singular topics like immigration, school reform, gender rights, single issues. It is really religion that'll put you in a bucket, or lack of religion that'll put you in a bucket.
Yeah.
But it's left ring, white ring, same fucking bird, dog. You know what I mean? And people forget that. Like, you're the same bird, G. It's just that
End
singular
of the day, we all
topics.
won, dog.
Yeah, straight up.
We should all just want the fucking best for the country, realistically, because
Facts,
it's like you're on a cruise ship. You're on a cruise ship, bro.
DBT for president.
You're on a cruise ship, dog, and you got a month. You got the captain. Like, it's like when, like, if you got somebody that you didn't want to be the captain, but they're the captain now of the whole fucking ship, you don't want them to crash out. I don't get that. People are so like, oh, fuck him. I hope he fucks up. What the fuck? No, motherfucker.
Bro,
we all
that's
live
all
here.
of us,
Yeah.
folks.
That's the head of your nation.
Yeah.
If he fucks up, you're fucked up.
We're
Exactly,
all fucked,
dog.
G.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
But shit, since we on the topic of the U.S. government, bro, the United States government just acquired $5 billion in Bitcoin, boys. What y'all feel about that, bro?
They're fucking gonna diamond hands that shit, my boy.
Forever, dog, forever.
And for those of you listening out there, that's about 76,000 Bitcoin, my boy.
Yeah.
And at today's market value.
Isn't it like 200,000 Bitcoin?
Nah, it's at 65K right now, fool.
It is
For one Bitcoin?
For one Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Damn.
Boy. I mean, hey, I think what that just indicates to me is that crypto's here to stay, right? All these Web3 technologies, all this shit that the masses have been reluctant to try to educate and inform themselves on, right? Try to educate themselves on how these things work.
Good
what
luck
they
doing
mean,
that on blockchain.
right? It just means that this is coming, right? And I feel like over the next decade to 2 decades, we're going to start to see this massive shift, not only at the government level, but just in society at large, right? In the way that we conduct business, in using blockchain technology to interact with one another.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest deterrent to us being able to adopt it is just the ignorance that comes with it, right? I think we believe all the negativity we see around crypto. We fail to educate ourselves. I honestly think that us raza is we're gonna get the shit into the stick on this one, dog.
Of course.
Because this is leaps and bounds ahead of just the general consensus of what it is to be financially savvy, what it means to understand different forms of finance. I mean, we still fucking use check cashing places. We don't have fucking bank accounts. We don't have we don't have credit cards.
Yeah.
Like,
But
You
you're
feel
gonna
me?
have a crypto
Oh, yeah,
wallet.
But
we're-
you're gonna have a fucking Bitcoin wallet or
Get
a
outta
crypto wallet.
First of all, you need a real bank card to buy crypto.
Yeah.
You can't do it off a fucking Cash App. You can't do it off of.
Well, you can
Greenback.
actually buy Bitcoin off Cash App.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
You can buy certain cryptocurrencies off of Cash. You can buy percentages
Like
of them.
Litecoin or some bullshit.
You can buy Bitcoin. You can buy Ethereum.
No way.
Yeah.
You can buy
You
a
can buy
lot of
ETH?
shit with Bitcoin now.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Damn. Yeah. All right.
But the U.S. government, when like during the pandemic, when all these things started to pop out, Biden passed a lot of legislation at the federal level for the U.S. government to start to research and learn how to implement a cryptocurrency into our national security model, right? Like, so it was kind of framed around national security. We have to understand these technologies before they get used against us.
That's insane. You
Right?
could just put intrinsic value behind your currency and stop pumping out fake money if you wanted to do that.
Right?
Yeah. That's the crazy. You know what's an indicator to me what this is an indicator to me of? Are we going to centralize a decentralized currency?
I feel like we are.
And doesn't that kind of defeat the point?
It does.
Right? Because crypto's a decentralized currency. You know what's crazy is that
Well, banks are looking into it too. Some of the major financial institutions have been
which
trying,
is literally
Banks
Right?
looking into it in
centralizing
what
it.
way?
in the sense of like, how can we adopt a cryptocurrency into our current banking system?
have an
Right.
option in there.
Wow.
Right?
Convert directly into your fucking Wells Fargo app.
Right? Right?
What?
And they get a little fee out the
Yeah, I
transaction.
get a little 10%, a
feel
little
me? Little fee.
3%.
You feel me?
Yeah.
A little gas fee, no
Yeah.
fee.
That goes to why we're gonna get the shit in this thing. Imagine me trying to explain that shit to like my tia.
Full exactly.
Fuck outta here, dog.
She gonna fucking throw a chocolate at you.
I'm gonna be
Straight
like,
up.
yeah, I'm gonna gift you a Bitcoin. She's, I don't want that shit,
Yeah,
fool.
yeah,
Like,
that's all.
Get that funny money
yeah,
out of
get
here,
the
boy.
fuck outta here. Fuck.
Give me $5. I don't need 1,000 in crypto.
Nah, but I mean, fuck. dog,
That's the
like,
thing, though, right? Like, we don't understand just like the concepts of it, the applications of it, how it can be used for good, right? The whole like theory behind crypto and Web3 and this whole decentralized currency, right? It's for us to be able to get away from fiat currencies, which is like the U.S. dollar,
Yep.
and really reclaim and control how this currency moves.
Yeah. Well, it's having a currency again versus having cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus having money. People that, dude, like the English language is a trip, bro. Like learning, why do you have all these different definitions for the same fucking thing, bro? A currency is something that keeps some shit moving, bro. It keeps energy moving through some shit. You go to a bank. It's like, I mean, if you really want to learn about your language, your policies, look up, what is it? International Admiralty Law, the law of the sea, right?
Yeah. And then there's like certain places that there is no law.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is no man's land.
Yeah.
homie. Yeah. We got some of that in America, dog.
That's
You catch a body in some of these spots, and it's
You're good,
not a
fool.
crime.
there's
fool, you're
still
fine.
places like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. I
fool.
think it's like Yosemite
What?
Park. There's a.
Shut the fuck up.
Swear to God, fool.
Yosemite?
Yeah, I think it's one of our national parks. I believe it's Yosemite.
Damn, I wanted to go there too. fool.
Hey, fool,
Hey,
if
fool,
I ever get
fuck
invited there by
that,
somebody, I'm
fool.
like, hey,
Hell
fool, I
no.
don't
Hey,
know.
fool, I'm gonna
G.
drop. Hey,
If we all
stand
strapped
right
up, I'll
here.
go.
Stand right here. Don't move. I've been had a problem with you, dog.
There's like a line, you just
Yeah.
cross.
Hey, stand
Once you
on that
cross
rock.
that line, everything's nothing's illegal over there, dog. You just smoke somebody.
Yeah, straight up.
Nah,
You should
but-
record it.
But yeah, just like coming back to the crypto thing,
Yeah.
it just shows, right? The U.S. government is invested in it. They're trying to figure these things out. So are some of the major fucking banking houses and financial institutions.
Yeah.
They're trying to see how they can leverage these things, right? How they can bring it to the mainstream. I
Please
think-
don't.
I mean, once it becomes more palatable, once it becomes easier to adopt into everyday life, where like your tia can go to the fucking grocery store and shop in fucking Bitcoin and transact in Bitcoin, that's when things are going to change.
So then this is my question to you, right? Because you obviously have a fair understanding of it. With the like merging of crypto into your centralized kind of system as it is already, 5-10 years down the road, when this is already commonplace, what does that look like for our actual fiat currency? And if you don't know what fiat currency is, please look up what fiat means, right? That'll fucking fuck your head up entirely. But what does that do for our actual currency?
I think what the U.S. government is trying to do is they're trying to not allow for the U.S. dollar, which is a fiat currency, to be eradicated, right? To be fucking rendered useless.
Yep.
Because that's what essentially what cryptocurrencies do,
Yep.
right? And if we were to massively adopt like Bitcoin tomorrow, the dollar would be fucking worthless.
It would be dead.
It literally would die.
So you're telling me to stack up on gold, dog?
Yeah, fucking stack up, fool.
Stack up
as
full
many gold bars
diamond
as you
hand.
can.
Yeah,
fool.
get some oil, get some silver. I actually have silver in my closet. Big ass blocks of zinc and silver. I have a fuck ton of zinc. Yeah, it's
What
crazy.
the fuck? fool?
Damn.
Yeah, but so before, you know, like when I turned 18, I actually made a fuck ton of bread off crypto, and I was trading options
Yeah.
and forex,
Okay.
right? And then eventually, I rolled a bunch of that money into NFTs later on down the road when NFTs were popping. But yeah, I've traded a bit. Try to get into the penny shit. You know, I had some goods.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
bad. But yeah, I'm a diamond hand for life, dog. I hold
Facts.
everything. I don't care.
So
I'm
you
holding.
think like fucking the U.S. doing this move, bro, and buying so much?
Well, fucking China owns a
Worth-
shit ton of fucking
Yeah, they
Bitcoin.
do.
El Salvador owns a shit ton of fucking Bitcoin.
Yeah, they
Well,
do.
I believe the
One of the homies was
biggest
actually advising
the
him on this
biggest
shit.
shareholder of
Bunch of
Bitcoin
cartel.
is Asian, right? Is it Asian guy?
Fucking probably shit.
Yeah,
If I'm not
No one knows who
mistaken.
created Bitcoin, by the way. There's a whole mystery around that
there,
shit.
well, there's a group.
way.
There's
Yeah.
one guy that
It was
is
me, dog.
allegedly part of
Yeah.
this.
Say it right now.
It
fool.
was Mr. Hong, fool.
Mr.
Damn,
Shout out
Mr. Hung.
fool.
Fool been on it, dog.
Damn,
on
you've
a
been
sick
tapped into
one.
our episodes. Y'all know who Mr. Hung is.
That's shot.
Yeah, you gotta
America
watch it,
1-0.
That's right.
Let's
Fuck
go,
the
baby.
Chivas,
Let's
homie.
go.
Fuck the Chivas.
Hey, no, but
Damn.
fuck. What do you guys think? Like, you think like the U.S. I mean, obviously they are already kind of like
Oh, it's happening,
they're
fool.
they're predicting something that's
It's
kind of
going to
coming like a
happen.
change,
100%.
dog.
It's going to happen, bro.
100%.
Hundreds of billions of
They're not-
dollars.
Yeah,
have been
they're not
invested.
predicting anything.
I'm not too
They're
tapped
creating
in
it.
with what's going on in El Salvador. I know they're fully converted to Bitcoin, correct?
Yeah, and I know that
How does that work? Like
all the
how
Mara
that-
is in prison, fool, basically.
in a super prison,
They got-
dog.
hey, they're
Super
Supermax.
super prison.
Superman.
Bro,
Hey,
you
those fools
gotta-
don't fuck around.
Not
huh?
at
The new
all.
president.
The president called to the head of the Department of Correction over here. Was like, hey, how do we build a fucking Florence?
Hey, I need you to get 4 football fields, and I need you to make it into a super prison.
And I need fucking
That's some
20
Elon
feet.
Musk shit.
I need 20 feet of reinforced fucking concrete and steel.
Hey, dog, I
Straight
seen
up.
videos on that shit. Those fools get treated
That's
like
just gacho,
shit,
dog.
Cattle. They're cattle.
Yeah, straight up.
Cattle.
Hey, but
Fool, it'd be like motherfuckers just tatted in there. Like,
Hey,
just
you
sent to
got
prison.
tattoos?
hey, fool, get this.
rato,
Yeah,
homie.
hey, it's over with. Hey, but to be real, bro, if anywhere needs that hammer drop that heavy, it's Salvador, homie.
Oh, facts.
That's a different
He
world.
just won another fucking. He got reelected. The
Hey, you know what I
fucking,
love about that fool
the
though?
President.
You know what I love about that fool? Sick ass fool. He'll pull up in jeans and like a shirt, dog.
Yeah.
And just be chopping it up. Like we're about to get all these motherfuckers, but like this nigga got Levi's on, dog. Like, bro, you're tripping, fool. You don't know tuxedo, no. I don't give a fuck, bro.
But
I'm going to the strip
He's gonna
club.
get his
after.
hands dirty. Oh, he's
Straight
ready,
up.
G.
you guys like by any chance off the top of the head, like, would you know like if that improved or changed anything for like their economy and shit like that for El Salvador?
Hey,
I
give
mean,
it
I know
time. Give it
I know a
time.
lot of shit changed like tourist wise
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
all the cleanup they did out there with like all the like the mafia shit going on, whatever. But
Well, that was kind of the
the
point.
Bitcoin is what I'm asking.
That was kind of the point, right? The government wanted to kind of shift and just let the world know, like, we are okay with cryptocurrencies. So people who transact in crypto, just to make it more appealing for them to want to set up shop in El Salvador,
Yeah,
right? I know they have
and
like
just tour out there, right?
yeah, right, and make it easier for tourists to be able to transact
Don't do it.
in cryptocurrencies, but more so to the point, like they adopted this currency, they made fucking all these ATMs available to people. The problem is that the entire populace was very resistant to actually want to adopt it,
Of course.
and there wasn't like really proper like educational campaigns or ways to be able to integrate this into El Salvador as it was.
No.
So the natural populace, the people who live, they're just naturally mistrustful of it. They don't fucking want to touch it.
They got bigger problems.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fucking struggling to make ends meet and survive and not die,
Survive.
fucking a Bitcoin doesn't mean
Yeah.
shit to you.
Oh, you got a Bitcoin? You want me to learn about crypto right now, dog?
Yeah, dog.
You know what the fuck my daily life is like, fool? You want to tell me about crypto? The crazy part, bro, is that before you can educate people on cryptocurrency, which you can never fully educate people
can't.
because educated people don't even fully know what the fuck they're talking. Nobody does, right? You should probably consider educating them on their own currency.
Yeah,
You should probably understand how currency even works.
you got to be financially literate
Thank
to
you.
understand how these
Thank you.
concepts work.
And that should just be a basic principle.
Yeah.
In every nation, in every school, if you don't understand your currency, which is what's going to give your nation its position in the world,
Yep.
then you're kind of lacking. You know what I mean? As a nation, it's fucking terrible. How can you, bro? Crypto is a motherfucker. I don't care how long you've been doing it. You don't know it all, dog. You barely know shit. You're good off knowing maybe 20% of what the fuck is going on, dog.
Yeah.
And you're making some bank off 20% knowledge, and that's the top tier guys. Trying to get a whole nation of people to do. People are trading crypto off a trend right now because there's a trend to make money and do diamond hands, NFTs, right?
A lot of scams too, a lot of bullshit.
Right. This shit has been, bro. If you understood anything about centralized or decentralized currencies, if you understood anything about currencies, fiat currencies, when cryptos first came around, you would have understood ballpark its position and what it was doing. Back in the day, like on eBay was popping. It got super crazy because there was this fucking challenge that started off early on in the eBay era where some dude would trade like a red car for a pen, and then a pen for a book, and then a book for etc. until he got all the way to a house, right? And these weird trendy opportunities within these markets made people realize I could flip, I could hustle, and it took off, right? Crypto was the same shit, bro. If you understood anything about crypto, the thing you need to understand is what a decentralized currency is. And then you need to understand what intrinsic value means.
Yep.
Right? If you can understand those two principles, you can understand why your currency ain't shit. And you can understand why people, no matter what news is going on with cryptos, people that understand these concepts will always side on the side of decentralized currency.
And they keep buying it, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, I was lucky enough to be able to get into it when I first came home, right? So when I first came home, for like, the thing is, I was the thing is, I was
10
telling
burpees for 10 Bitcoin.
Hey, do a burpee for a doge.
Hey, now, but to that point though, like I was telling fucking juvenile hall staff when I was busted, like, hey, fucking buy this cryptocurrency,
Straight
right?
up.
Only a few people really listened to me, fool.
No shit.
One of them actually retired, fool.
Damn.
Mr. Jones, he's gone.
Damn.
He's been gone for years.
Mr.
Fool.
Jones.
Shout out Mr. Jones.
Mike Jones?
But,
Who?
nah, but like, it's just like knowing when to get in, right? Knowing when to hold. I mean, it's just like you got to understand volatility. You got to understand. You got to understand the market. You understand
Candles,
I mean,
charts.
it's not even that, but it's just like understanding that what you buy, right? I bought it when it was like 2 to 3K full.
Damn.
And I scraped together enough to buy 4.
How many coins you got? You got 4 coins. Damn. Fool.
Yeah.
What's up?
Chale, fool. Hey, fool, I've been holding
let me
that.
hold a
all this
piece of a
fool
bit.
shit
I've been
right now.
holding that shit, bro.
right.
Nah, but hey, it's
send me your wallet, fool.
it's happening. It's coming, full. Whether we're ready or not, whether you're educated or not, whether you know what the fuck is going on or not, this shit is here to stay.
Yeah.
VCs have poured hundreds of billions of dollars into it.
Yeah.
These technologies are going to continue to emerge and only continue to become more accessible
Straight up.
to the average human being.
Hey, shout out Wall Street Bets, homie.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
The
And
fool on
like,
fucking the TV?
Nah, full Reddit.
Oh,
Bro, you didn't buy GameStop?
GameStop, yeah.
Yeah,
GameStop.
yeah,
Yep.
to the
AMC
moon,
and
baby.
GameStop?
They
Come
say-
on.
hey, yeah, for those out there, if
Fuck
you,
Robinhood, though.
on Netflix,
Fuck those
and
fools, dog.
Acorn.
all you people
all of
out there
them.
who got Netflix, watch that movie Dumb Money.
Yep.
It'll explain
Yep.
Por favor.
all the shit that happened with GameStop and the stocks and all that shit.
And if you own
Obviously,
crypto,
stocks is different
Perceived
from
value,
crypto.
Papa.
But yeah, crypto in general, I feel like it doesn't have to be Bitcoin. I think any type of crypto that's got any kind of motion right now, like it's kind of, it's a safe bet to invest in because that's
hey, I'm
kind of the way.
not a financial advisor, G.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
but-
the
but go
yeah.
buy
Neither am
now.
I.
I don't
but
know shit, G.
That's kind of like where the world is headed, cryptocurrency. And
Read a book,
if I'm
fool.
not mistaken, with Bitcoin, you can buy shares, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy incremental.
Like you don't gotta buy a whole
You don't-
ass
nah,
fucking
like,
you
coin
don't-
and shit.
obviously,
Most
like-
people can't buy one bit.
You can't buy a fucking big.
Yeah.
It's 65K.
Yeah.
Well, you can buy it in increments though.
Yeah.
Like let's say you set up a thing where every week you buy $10 of
Yeah.
Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
Over the course of a year, 2, maybe 3, you might end up having fucking 1 Bitcoin.
And you got to keep in mind, like when it comes down to mining Bitcoin is mined in fractions.
Yeah,
right?
shout out
Fractions.
Wizzo, who's gonna be on here next week.
Oh
He'll
yeah,
talk, he'll talk all about that shit.
Yeah, y'all want to know? Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, next Wednesday, yeah, Wizzo gonna come in.
We got
here.
Elote Musk himself.
Shit, we're about to drop knowledge. Yeah, but you'll mine fractions at a point. So like it's as easy as this. You can sign up for a crypto wallet. You'll connect your card
You
to
got
the
your
crypto
Coinbases
wallet.
of the world. Very easy to
Exactly,
use.
Exactly. Coinbase is like made it insanely. It's an app at this point. And then you just say, I want to spend $10. You'll pay a fee, and then you'll get the conversion of that into fractions of a Bitcoin. So you'll probably on 0.000001 bit. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have to buy an entire Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I feel it.
son.
Nah, but yeah, definitely we're gonna dive deeper into the whole crypto world next week.
Next
once
week,
we
y'all.
get Elote
Tune the
Musk in
fuck
here,
in.
my boy Wizzo. But hey, man, before we wrap this up, I got one more topic to bring up, dog. Uber is fucking allowing.
Uber
I don't
everywhere.
know if it's a separate app. I don't know what's going on, but they're allowing teenagers to download the app so that
What?
they can. So now teenagers are allowed
Like the
to.
parents create an
get-
account, or
They better.
So from what I've heard is Uber is allowing parents to listen in. They're allowed to listen to the audio inside the car while the child is.
what if the music's
on the
bumping
ride.
loud though?
That part.
and
What you gonna
it's-
hear?
And it's also tracking. Obviously, you can track the
Fucking sexy red on the
Kid
radio.
getting clapped behind this, bro.
Nah,
Nah,
kick it, fool. Don't
G.
say
I'm
that
sorry.
shit.
That's why I laugh, fool.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying it, fool.
chill.
Chill, fool.
Okay, what are you about to
Nah,
say? What
but-
about pedos picking up kids, fool?
yeah, of course. That's gonna
What
be
are
a
they
real
gonna do?
issue. But the parents are gonna be allowed to see. It's gonna alert them
Yeah.
if the driver's going off track or off route at any given moment. They're gonna get alerted about it. How do y'all feel about that, bro?
I just feel like Uber probably has so much money that they don't give a fuck about liability insurance, and they will pay whatever they got to be able to tap into this market, right? Because there is a lot of parents out there that, you know, probably work multiple jobs, can't take their kids to school,
Dang.
right? Or they got to fucking miss the practice or this or that or the other, right? I understand that it might make it easier for people out there to get their kids to and from the places, right?
Yeah.
To get them home, to get them wherever the fuck they got to go. But it also creates a vulnerability in the sense of like, you're now allowing for the most vulnerable population to fucking be accessible to all the fucking weirdos out there, right? And even if they do background checks and all that other bullshit, it's just like there's loopholes and there's ways around all that. Fool.
Literally. And this fool might not have been caught up yet. He might not have any offenses on him. But this is my opinion of it, right? I think there's a few different elements that you have to consider when you're kind of tackling this issue. One of them is that first and foremost, your kid having access to social media is probably the biggest fucking linchpin in that whole story, right? Him having an Instagram or her having an Instagram alone is way more detrimental to their development as a child, to their exposure to things, and then to exposure to pedophiles and just fake people and all kinds of bullshit. That's probably going to do tenfold the damage having an Uber account ever could do, right? The second thing is, it's nice to know that, yeah, maybe you can listen in on this Uber drive, but you're probably too busy to listen in anyways because you're too busy to pick that fucking kid up as it is. So the odds of you listening
Yeah,
to
that
that
is
kind of
very
low
true,
in my
dog.
mind, right?
Yeah.
The other thing to consider is that we do live in an era. What's the reality of this thing really being implemented in a big rural country? Probably not too big, right? It's probably not going to happen. This is probably going to be something that impacts metropolises more so than anything. And let's just be honest about things, right? Nowadays, let's look at California. This is a state where it's cheaper to Uber everywhere, as the slogan has kind of developed in our culture, right? Than it is to get yourself a fucking car. So all these stories, all these issues could be occurring already. Just the fact that that Uber exists and that I can send an Uber to pick you up from the mall. Hey, I need you to Uber, right? Nowadays, people not just Uber everywhere, but they take those fucking Lime scooters everywhere. That's
Yes.
just that's being in a metropolis. It's cheaper to do this shit than it is to get a fucking car. So
Well, we don't have a good transportation system.
not at all, dog. It's fucking terrible. And to be honest, to your point right there, I'd rather this Uber shit than my fucking kids hop on an O line.
A-line.
Bro, you got me fucked.
The E-line.
You got me fucked. No line, nigga. I want my kids away from all lines. First and foremost, let's just be
All
clear.
types of lines.
No,
All types of
all
lines.
types of lines, all types
No
of
lines
bumps,
here,
no lines,
bro.
no bumps. We fucking clean off that, right? No, but straight up, I'd probably rather have you Uber because you're probably running into a pedophile way more on that fucking bus, some creepy ass crazy crackhead
Yeah.
all day, right?
Yeah.
And whatever's gonna happen from your kid Uber version, I mean, bro, you got fucking YouTube for kids, like, and bro, you want to see some fucked up dark shit? Look into that, right? So the reality it is, whatever issues are gonna come by highlighting that this is for kids now, it probably exists already today.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think the only thing that I kind of tripped out on with that is like, I mean, it wouldn't be hard. I know we kind of spoke about it a little bit earlier. It wouldn't be hard for somebody who wanted to maybe traffic a child or whatever it is to just set something up. It's like you can stay on route and just text
100%.
homie. They could be texting somebody like, yo, I'm
making
here.
a right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop here and just, you know, whatever the fuck it is.
Yep.
And not just that, but if these kids have these access to the Uber app and can get rides whenever they want, imagine like late at night, bro. Like, I mean, I remember when I was 16, 17, the homies hit you up and was like, you wanted to go somewhere, and it's like, you're gonna do it.
You're gonna
you know?
window.
Yeah.
But now it's like, now it might be kids fucking 1, 2 in the morning, dog, and requesting Uber, sneaking out the pad,
but
and
what
you don't
about
even know
curfew?
about it.
If curfew is implemented, then you shouldn't be.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
It all. That's what I'm saying. This just is like a thought process. It all comes down to however Uber wants to maneuver, and put it down. Maybe after a certain time, 5, 6 p.m. they can't access it no more. That's cool. Whatever.
But to your point, what stops him from just going on to Uber non-child and getting a fucking Uber?
Yeah,
because all these kids are using Uber already without this implementing of just order a fucking Uber, get a Lyft.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you know what's up, they got a Mexican taxi line you can call if you know the number.
Damn, boy, hey, you putting these fools on game right now.
I saw, homie, Mexico been had Uber since before Uber, dog. You just needed to know.
Boy.
Nah, but hey, man, before we wrap this episode up, dog, anything y'all want to let the people know, anything y'all want to say, any shout outs, whatever it is?
Shit, man, go get you some Hadar extracts if you want some gas and you're tired of this fucking mid-zotics that's out here all day.
That's fucking right. Fucking shout out to fucking Frank for not being here.
He was sleepy.
Gracias.
He was scared of the rain wave.
Scared of the fucking rain, fool.
He didn't have no towels.
Nah, but it's your boy Doughboy Tony. Shout out my dogs for being here again, man. It's another episode of What's the Word on Wednesdays. Make sure y'all tap in next week. We got a dope episode with the guest, the homie Wizzo. He's gonna come through, give a lot of game, a lot of dope stories. Y'all stay tuned for that, man. Everybody have a good night.